Okay, gentlemen, here's another update. It's November the 27th, a few days after Thanksgiving. Got a lot done a few days before Thanksgiving. You can see I've got the the dish all mounted, and I'll show y'all how I did that here shortly. I've got the secondary hull mounted to the neck. I haven't had it painted because I haven't got this painted yet because the last few days have been raining, so I haven't been able to do any painting. I've got this mounted. Of course, I got to do some, bondoing in here, and I still ain't figured whether I'm gonna put lasers in here for the effect, or I've got a photon torpedo set up that I made, electronic board that I made up, and all these lights are running. Now they're just running direct off the power inverter, 12 volt, and this little board here, I made this board myself, but I'll put later on some schematics or something up if y'all want to do that yourself. It's really not that hard. It's just I don't even remember exactly all that's in there, but I'll have that up later on in a schematic of that in a later video. I decided to take that other remote control off. What I'm on now is a little cheapy remote that just basically turns it off and on, and you can pick these up at Target or Walmart. They're the ones that turn your lights on and off, like outside for your Christmas lights and stuff. And it's got a little antenna on there, and it's just on and off. So off shuts the whole ship off. You walk in the room, you hit on, and everything comes on, so you don't have to worry about turning on sections and all that other stuff. I might change that later. I've got some more lights that I put in, so I might have a dual set for that, but I kind of like the fact of just coming in and turning it off, and somebody shows up and you turn it back on. Okay, so let's take a look at this right here that I mounted. And the way I did mine is this pulls out. Okay, and what I did was I cut a section right here from this piece. I cut all this out, and I left the lip edge inside of here. You can see the lip edge here, and this is mounted to the ship, so this doesn't come off. This is all putted and bondoed in and painted, and it doesn't come off. It's part of the ship. This comes off right here, and then I still have to gloss coat this and do a little bit more on it because I just don't think it looks as good as I'd like it to. And I know I got to paint the inside of here that bronze too, but like I said, it's been raining the last few days, so I haven't really been able to do that. So you can just pull this in and out. You don't even need anything to mount it. I had to sand it a little bit to get it to work, but once you get it, hang on, bear with me, it just slides back in there and it holds itself. So you don't need any bolts or anything like that to hold it. Really wasn't that hard to do. As a matter of fact, it fit in there as it came from Steve Neill. It just, after I put some paint in there, it's even more snug, so it fits even better. Okay, let's go up on top. I've got of course, these are masked for painting. Okay, I've got these are just sitting in here for right now because I haven't done anything here. Haven't mounted the engineering section, but I've got all the lights in here, and I guess I can show y'all what that looks like real quick. That's just sitting in there. All I did was run a couple strips of lights, toilet paper roll, and a strip of lights inside the toilet paper roll, and that's just plugged with a Beans plug, just like Steve. So you can unplug this and cut this off. But once I mount this, it's going to be mounted true. But one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out in here, so if something happens later, you can have access to at least part of the lights of the ship. Of course, you got your green over there. Now you got your engines. I'll talk more about that later. I got them spinning to the inside. I did change a couple lights to make it a little bit more red and put a little bit more flashers in them. I think they're pretty close to one another. Green and red might be coming out a little bright on here, but when you're standing here looking at it, they look pretty displaced. And also I sanded the inside of the domes a little bit more to displace more of it, and I think it looks a little bit better. Okay. Let's go towards, and I'll come back and show you the insides of this, how I got it wired. All the wires are run. Of course, this isn't painted yet. I went from the plans that Steve Neill gave me for these, and these two green ones are flush and the red one sticks up a little. And the plans I had, it lines up, the green one just about lines up with this one here, if you look at the side plans. Okay, and of course I got your flasher. I wanted the flasher like on most other, the later Enterprises, where it stays on and then flashes, and so I'm going to leave mine like that. It is in the proper place according to the information Steve Neill sent me, the schematics and stuff. I've got this finished here too, and I haven't glued this on yet, and I need to do a little touch up there, but I haven't added any lights to it. That's just the lights running from inside, and I think it looks pretty good. I haven't mounted that down, like I said, but of course I got to run the backing in here. I haven't pulled these masts off yet, so I've got a lot done since the last time. I've got all the wires running, the holes drilled, all the wires running out of here. Now these engines, to mount these screws here, these are off. I got these at a RC, any place that sells remote control cars and stuff like that. And it's actually screws for like one of these little helicopters or one of the little RC cars. They sell those little bitty screws like that, so you don't have to worry about going crazy trying to find them. Just go into any local RC shop and they'll have little bitty screws like that. This is not mounted. You see how much light comes out of here? It really is nice. But the engines here, if I can pull one of these out without destroying it. What I did is, see from the back side, I mounted a fan, and these fans you can pick up at any computer store, computer repair place or something like that. And I mounted a fan to keep the motor and lights cool, because they do put off, I didn't actually measure the heat, but they put off a pretty good amount of heat. So, and they're wired separately. The motors are separate from the lights. They're just mounted in the tube, glued to the tube. This tube is not mounted yet because I haven't got, you know, exactly where this needs to go. But you see how nice that just slides back in there. I mean, you can turn this however you want so you get it exactly right. Of course, in mounting, I went back in and leveled this up, and I'll show y'all real quick how I figured the level of the ship. I took a yardstick, okay, because my ship, like Steve Neill's, is leaning up a little bit. You can really see it right here. You see where this is up higher than that. So what I did is I took a yardstick and I taped it right here. I'll come back and show you. Bear with me just a second. I just taped the yardstick right there. Now, if you take a measurement, you do this level with the ship like that. That's the level line, okay? Then you take your measurement from here to the top of here, okay? Now that measurement there should be the same from here to where the yardstick comes out in front of the ship. Okay, so that should be the same here as it is here, and that gives you the level line for this. That's how I did it anyway. I mean, I'm sure there's 100 ways to do it, but it'll give you the level line for that part of the ship. And as you can see, I mean, it's pretty on there. I can't tell from my own eyes. You know, of course, these aren't mounted. I don't have this mounted in here, and I don't have this. I'm gonna make it where this will come off, but I'm gonna mount that in there and straighten those out. And I think I'm gonna do it the same way with the engines to get them level with the ship. Is run the yardstick back this way, and in a measurement from here to the bottom of this, measurement from the yardstick to the bottom of the ship, to the bottom of this engine, I'm sorry, should be really close to the same measurement back here. I do understand that these are tapered some, so it'll give you a general idea, and then you can put a level on here if you wanted. But remember, if you put a level on here, you're leveling it to this, you're leveling it to your base, you're not leveling it to your ship. So what you need to do is put you something under your base and level the ship to level those. And you know, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I'm going to take my time with that. It's probably going to be, you know, a few more weeks before I have another video up, with the holidays coming and and everything. I just wanted to show you guys where we're at, and I've come a long way with it. I don't have any of the decals on. I don't think I'm going to put any of the decals to the very end till I get it completely done. Then I'll put the decals, because I want to do my weathering with all the decals on it. And I've got some other strange light kits that I bought that I'll be showing y'all in the near future. I might put them in there. They might be a pain in the butt. Don't really know. This is, again, thanks Steve Neill. Y'all should get in contact with him and get one of these. They're really cool, really awesome ships to have. I'll come back over here and give y'all another flyby over this part. Let y'all take a look at it. But get in contact with him. He's a really great guy. He'll take really good care of you. Does excellent, great work. Now, the sails are going to be off a little bit because, like I said, they're not mounted, but they're still pretty close to on. I mean, look at that. That's like almost there. And my ship does lean a little bit that way. But I think it's looking awesome. I worked really hard on feathering in this part right here. That took me probably a day to get all that done, but it can be done. And like I said before, you know, I hate sanding and putting and painting, and I'm not good at it, but if you stay with it, you can get a really good result. That looks really excellent to me. And that's about it, guys. Any comments, questions are welcome. Now, I'm not crazy about rivet counters. This ship has a long way to go, so I do appreciate any comments or practical comments or anything like that. But again, this ship, like I've said in the past on the forums, is an interpretation of my skills and what I remember. Excuse me, what I remember that the ship looked like. So that's what you're going to get. And if rivet counters are crazy or unhappy or think I'm nuts or think I'm stupid for doing something a certain way, you know what? You're welcome to get in contact with Steve Neill and do it yourself, and somebody else will be counting your rivets. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching my video. Again, let me thank Steve Neill for being so great and taking the year of his life to make this wonderful creation. And let me thank Albert, my brother-in-law, who's normally my cameraman, that would be doing a lot better job than I am. Thank him very much, and my wife for letting me have my own room again. You know, guys, you know who you are that appreciates that. But this is just excellent. It's really coming along, looking beautiful. I can't wait to get down to more of the detail stuff. Maybe by the next time I have a video, I should have this sealed up. I'm going to put the impulse in next, but I'm probably going to have that where it goes from yellow to red. And I'm going to figure how I'm going to do that for the impulse engine. But let me know what y'all think. I'm really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day and a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you.